we're here. Everybody is here. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. This will be a 24-hour stream to celebrate 500K subscribers on YouTube. No, you should be. No, you should be. Oh, here. Let me change this button. No, good. I like when they can't. It's better that way.
Trying to take over this 24-hour stream for yourself.
For myself? Well, why would I even? Why don't I just take you off the screen?
For yourself.
I'll just take you off the screen. Let's go here. There. Now it's all better.
Oh,
now it's all better.
They don't know I'm not screaming.
No, they can hear you screaming. They can hear you screaming.
Okay. Hi. Great start, everybody. 24-hour stream. Get used to this level of professionalism.
We are celebrating 500,000 subscribers over at YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everyone. I'm sure
so
every single person in chat is subscribed. Every one.
501K.
Huh?
That's how long it took for us to get the stream going.
We did it. We had put it on a week. Which also during this 24-hour stream, there'll be various times throughout the stream, once per segment, that we'll be giving away an item of our 500K merchandise that we got.
Ooh, yeah. We got a t-shirt and mug and a water bottle and a notebook, I think.
Yes, that sounds right. So each segment, I think the decisions will be made differently. So just make sure you guys are tuned in for each person if you're wanting a chance to win. There's the mug. Here's the shirt.
Here is the notebook.
And Calvin, now hold up the other thing.
I got a water bottle somewhere. That's a mug.
My notebook's back there.
Yeah, I got the water bottle. Jancy will probably bring it down for me here at some point.
For this segment here, I'm actually going to use Nightbot, and I'll pull a random person from our viewing audience. So if you want to enter for it, make sure you put in the chat ! 500K, 500K, no capitals or anything. So make sure you guys do that, and we'll pull somebody sometime during the stream. And make sure you're here to give us your email so that we can get you stuff sent. If you're not here, then it's too bad. Too bad.
Yep.
So sad.
I like that idea from Pong, where instead of that, they get a beta copy of my clue, and if they can solve it, then they get the prize.
Ah. They got to solve it, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. So Rick's been working.
You guys see? The water bottle, huh?
There we go. Here, Rick, hold up your cup or whatever you got.
There's something in it.
Wait, who has the notebook?
Me. I have a notebook as well.
Oh, Calvin, hold up the notebook. Eric, put down the notebook. There you go.
Wait.
No, put down. No, put up the bottle. The water bottle. No, God, no. Just.
Oh God, there's tea in it.
Why do you have a Snickers?
I got Snickers. I got Reese's. I got everything.
I got Grape Crush.
I got nothing.
I got Orange Crush too.
So anyway, if you guys didn't see, there is a schedule. The schedule is set up. We're gonna be streaming throughout. We're doing the podcast now. I'll be following up with Dark Souls Remastered, which I've never played before. Calvin is gonna be doing Portal 2, right, Calvin? Now you're not doing the main campaign. You're doing co-op.
I'm doing co-op, split screen with Carmen.
So original.
Carmen.
Ooh.
So original.
Shut up, Rick. I wanted to do this before you streamed it. Hype train going.
I've never played Portal.
Then Eric is going to be doing Black Mesa, in which he hopes to beat it, I believe.
To beat it. You guys got to join and watch me beat it.
Just beat
Wait, what?
Beat it. Beat it.
Yeah.
They have to join to watch. Okay.
And then I won't beat it unless they join.
Tintin Who, thank you for the 3,000 bits.
Thank you, Tintin.
I'm also going to beat my game after I bust all over my enemies.
What? What?
I'm playing Mega Man 11.
Oh, I understand.
Like a Mega Buster.
Yeah, Mega Buster.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought
you
was
also
about something
I
else.
came back to you and I didn't know what you were doing with your fist.
Bam, bam,
yeah,
bam.
that could, Rick, that could be many things.
What?
Just saying.
LSP, thank you.
No, it's one
3,000.
thing.
And then after Black Mesa, there's the Mega Man 11, and then we will be letting Eric's still going to be probably sleeping for a little bit.
Oh, okay. It's just water.
So we will be doing Doom multiplayer with me, Calvin, and Rick, and then most likely some Ultimate Chicken Horse, and then some Jackbox and/or things depending on how things are going. So
yeah,
if Calvin and Aaron prove to be not worthy opponents, maybe we'll get some people in chat and do multiplayer as well.
Okay.
Now, I also see some people asking about where the pancakes and the fridge are, because they were promised both.
It's coming, baby.
I've been working hard. We got a setup going. We're going to have OB cam. We're going to have a fridge. It's going to be 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. madness. You don't want to miss it. Middle of the night stream.
It's like a camera on Obi, and he's going to
I'm not going to show you my tricks. No.
Your trinket?
I've been sleeping all day trying to get ready for this.
Well, from 5 to 9 a.m., we're going to have the 420 cam and also the Maggie pancake cam.
Oh, God damn it. It's hard to compete.
What about 420 cam?
Hard to compete.
You going to have that too, you said?
Yeah.
420 and pancakes? You get both?
Both?
Yeah, it's high pancakes.
Both.
It's a high stack of pancakes, Aaron.
High stakes.
Check it out.
So ridiculous.
I'm
but anyway,
hungry.
thank you guys so much for the hype train. Keep the hype train going. We just beat level 1. We're going to try to beat level 2 now, it looks like. So, yeah. Lots of things. Lots of things going on. There is a new emote for tier 1 subs that I know some people wanted. I know one person in particular that wanted it. Right, Eric?
Yeah. OB emote. No, I did. Not Jancy. Only me.
Jancy didn't want the OB emote. So there is a new OB emote.
There's an OB emote.
So whenever
oh my God, a wall! That has turned it on chat.
So you will have that available whenever the OB cam is out and about. So make sure you guys don't forget about that as well. Anything else about 24-hour stream that's going to be going on here that I'm forgetting? Did we cover it all? I think we covered the schedule. We do have the schedule up. I think it's on social media too, in case you guys forget. But you're going to be here with us, so you don't need to go look there.
Yep.
Because you know you're going to be here.
Just stay here for a day. We're helping you quarantine.
For a day. Well, how has your guys' quarantine been going? I know, Eric, you've been eating stuff. I've seen that on YouTube.
I have. I've been making vlogs out of sheer boredom. It's been
some
fun.
stuff you've been spitting out, I saw too.
Oh my God, man. Some of the stuff just... I can't imagine people eat it for pleasure. I can't.
What about
It's
for necessity?
so sour. The big red seed or whatever it was called was so sour. No, not for necessity. It was so bad.
My other question was, do you actually have another half of that suit you're wearing, or is that all you got?
Oh no, I do have it.
Or was that the full thing?
All right, why'd you bring it up? Jancy brought in the actual things I hate, and I ain't trying it. Not again. No.
No, we were saying redemption.
Redemption?
Yeah.
No.
All right. We'll put up a poll of we'll put up a poll and see, which 4 of us will have to eat it. Okay.
This is gonna be a long day.
Hopefully they keep in mind that it's only at your place.
Either that, or they can redeem Eric eating it or Jancy eating it.
Yeah, just leave it on the top shelf there, and I'll get to it.
You'll get to it.
I expect to see them there.
We'll see. Okay. All right. Yes. So that happened. Yeah, we've been experimenting with different vlogs and stuff just to get more content on the channel. It also helps when you have a puppy. Hi, puppy. Yeah, and we recorded, and I think in another 2 days we have one about beard grooming tips and other various body hair. So yeah, I'm really digging the shallow grave of vlogs for what I can do here.
There's only so much you can do in your house.
There is, but
noise and kids and all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like different kind of constraining yourself, it breeds creativity, Aaron.
I guess so. You still have that. Katie made a point in chat. You still have all that behind you that you could vlog about.
That's personal.
Oh,
body hair, no.
Body hair. I was about to say the same thing. Like, body hair in various parts is okay, but
no, you're right. I need to be able to do something. This right now, this whole room is like a catch-all for like all the stuff I have going on with renovations and stuff. So it would be kind of like, all right, going through a pile. Here's this thing, So I want to make it a little more presentable before I do that.
Gotcha. You just need to work on a way of organizing and then be like, as you organize, here's how we're going to do this, and you show it.
Yeah, cool. And I think people will be shocked too, because it's not just the Black Series. I have an entire collection of the 3.75-inch figures. I have hundreds of Marvel Legends and DC things too, so it's a little overwhelming. Like, hey, let's just start the vlog. It's like, well, I got to find a place to start, and there is no beginning, so
I feel the same way with the board games, Eric. I've been thinking about what I should do with the board games. And I'm like, I just don't know.
How to organize them and what to keep, what to get rid of too, right? Aren't you also having that dilemma? Because you're like, I got too many.
Yep.
Have you thought I have too many? Has that been a thought that's crossed your mind?
No, for me.
I didn't figure Eric had
more
that.
likely it's going to be I don't have the right ones.
Yeah, like it's more like
Jeez, the subs. Sorry.
it's
Oh,
more like
15 seconds.
4%. 4% for 10 more. 10 more seconds.
It's too late.
4%. It's not gonna make it. It's not gonna make it.
No!
You received level 1 hype train. Good job, guys. Good job.
Good job, everybody.
Oh,
Thank you,
that was
everybody,
so
for the gifted
close.
subs. Congrats to those that have the gifted subs.
it's not so much how many board games I have; it's how many unplayed board games I have that eat at me.
Unplayed, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, but how many unplayed video games do you have that don't eat at you?
Not that many.
The thing for me, it's not how many toys I have, it's how many of the same toy I have. Because sometimes there's like a reprint in a different line that's in a different package. And me being a mint in-box collector, the box is important. So these are two different things, even though they're exactly the same toy inside, you know?
Yeah.
So I got that going. And then sometimes you have exclusives in packages that are like 4 toys in one, and I have these 3, but I don't have this one. I gotta buy the whole package to have it.
Whole package.
So that happens. You know, like with Marvel Legends, I have separately a couple Daredevils, I have Jessica Jones, I have Iron Fist, I have Luke Cage, but then I have to have the con exclusive Marvel Legends box for the Defenders. That is the same exact things, but they're just in a subway cart.
Why didn't you just get that one first?
Because this is so much more expensive and hard to get.
Well, yeah, but if you wouldn't have gotten the other ones, you could have just gotten that one, right?
Shut up! No,
You clearly don't understand.
Rick, how have you been during this last week and quarantining and everything? You haven't had any vlogs, but you've been on stream a lot, right?
Yeah, so Eric's been putting out vlogs. I've been putting out streams. If you guys did not get a chance to see Maggie and I's Kalimba stream, it was pretty awesome. We were mounting each other. Sometimes she was on top, sometimes I was on top. We were constantly switching positions. It was an incredible stream, let me tell you. One of my favorites that I've ever had.
Yep.
Did I hear that right?
Awesome. You did, and I loved it. Good job.
All right.
So definitely go and watch that. That was fun. I played Doom Eternal for 8 hours on Tuesday because I had to beat it, because starting this Tuesday I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy VII stream on Tuesdays. I think I'm going to try to start at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday. That was a hell of a stream. Let me tell you.
Hell of a stream.
My eyes had been pried open for so long because there's so much action. You just can't allow yourself to blink.
You just can't. You can't blink.
You can't. That after the stream was over, I tried to go to sleep, and every time I would close my eyes, whenever I would relax, my eyes would switch to their default state, which was then programmed to be open. And it was
programmed to be open.
It was. So yeah, I beat it on Ultra Violence. It was a hard ass game. I can't imagine playing it on Nightmare, but I also really want to play it on Nightmare. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked those out, both those VODs are available on Twitch. Aaron actually went through today and was chopping up a highlight version of that 8-hour stream, which he lost power and had to start over.
Now do it all over again. All over again.
So you got to watch it twice.
All of Doom is currently, as of just before the stream went live, is all in one collection. So if you did miss Doom, that's on a collection. For the last few days this week, if people have seen me in some of these Twitch chats, because I was in Calvin's for a little bit the other day, and I was in Rick's and stuff. Like I've been doing like random polls sometimes when I'm watching too, just like, hey, I'm gonna do this.
What'd you do in mine?
We haven't streamed. You haven't streamed this week. You streamed Saturday.
I streamed Saturday.
Yeah, but I wasn't there then. I was out during that day. I was
doesn't care on Saturdays.
I was outside working on Saturday because it was a nice day, and I had a ton of stuff I had to do, so I was doing that. But I was in those chats because I was sitting on Twitch at my computer highlighting all these different like streams and things that we've done. So like all the Ori stuff that Calvin's been doing, except for I think last night's I haven't done yet because I was still working on Rick's from the day before. But the most recent Will-o'-the-Wisp one I haven't done, but Blind Forest and the rest of the Will-o'-Wisp is on there. I got all the Black Mesas, I got all the Dooms, I think all the Death Strandings, I think all the Pokemon Swords, but I think I'm missing a part. I think Pokemon Sword, we might have missed a highlight, but everything I could, I've got highlighted and put into collections, at least everything in the last 60 days. So anything that isn't highlighted is things that either weren't part of ongoing things, but I did highlight a few one-off stuff. Rick highlighted a few one-off stuff too. I did like Goose Game. We did like Ultimate Chicken Horse and stuff too. So
Hunk.
So there's tons of stuff in the collections and highlights that shouldn't disappear. So if you guys are wanting to see something that isn't somewhere and it might not ever make it to YouTube, it should be here on Twitch still. So.
And I've been having the time of my life working on this next hint. For
yes,
he's never felt this way before.
Yeah, I probably put at least 8 hours into it so far. There will be
so far.
Yeah, at least a dozen, maybe 2 dozen more hours left to go.
Hours.
But, yeah, it's so much fun. It's great. I can't wait. I don't know if you want to show them the title screen or not, Aaron, if you have that ability.
Oh, the thing that you just sent?
Yeah.
Right?
Show them.
I gotta save this
You can.
image here.
No spoilers.
Titles. It's a thing you just sent, right? That says by Rick, right?
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing.
Title screen. They're like, title screen?
All right, I'm gonna show this here, and this here, I believe, is what Rick is referring to. So,
Yep.
Hint Hunt by Rick Martin.
It's going to be a hell of a thing.
Hell of a thing!
Hell of a thing. What the hell is that? It's Zork! Oh my god, it's an actual game!
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why it's taking a little longer, and I've got the time since we're not planning on starting the winter until we get back, which won't be at least until May 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's the idea of it is that a lot of people are going to have to be playing it separately, but coming together to help each other with, like, some of the different things in it, and also when you clear it, you're going to get a piece of the puzzle. So everyone needs to clear it together, come together, put everything together, and then solve it. So that's the idea.
Yes. Except for Pong. But yeah, so Rick's been very busy with that. Like, we'll be in a meeting and stuff, and Rick's just quiet because we haven't actually gotten into any meat of any discussion. I'm like, you there, Rick? He goes, yep. You working on that thing? Yep. And then I'll hear keyboard in the background.
I was thinking about doing it during the podcast.
Yeah. What was it this morning? You're like, Aaron, I was so tired. I came back to my computer after working last night on puzzles and stuff and riddle and whatnot, and I came back, and I don't remember doing any of this. But whoever did this was a brilliant man.
Could have been a woman. That's hilarious.
He's like, I forgot about doing all this, but this is great stuff. So very funny.
Evie's been helping as well. She's been drawing some maps for me.
So bright, Rick.
Well, can I do this?
It's a little better.
It's a little.
It's a bunch of black squares on grid paper and stuff. So
I'm trying. No.
All right, Rick. Thank you. We appreciate it.
I just brought up a white screen. So
I know the other thing that I did this week that I don't know if everyone in chat that's here was at, but I had a stream Monday, and whoever did join, or was it there, should type in kilt, because I was curious how many people we had, because I played Sims.
Oh,
I played Sims, and people
type in kilt.
People said that I had to make Rick, which I did, but they made a specification that in his formal attire, he had to have a kilt.
That makes sense because he had it kilt on during the formal on the Valley Gym at WaveCon last year.
Yeah.
We need to get a kill emote.
But there is no. There is no.
Yeah,
kilt.
Aaron, is there a kilt in Sims?
There's no kilt in Sims. The closest they had,
Oh no.
they're like, here's Rick, which looks pretty good,
Yeah.
and then you get to like this schoolgirl skirt.
I buy it. It looks good.
That's so much knee and thigh.
That is.
It was a bit. It was
If the
a
socks were a little higher, that would be very accurate.
Well, there was the
And-
option, and this is the people voted between
There's also no knife.
Well, yeah, I didn't have that option. Between below the knee or above the knee, and everyone voted below the knee, Rick. So I went with below the knee.
That is not below. Oh, you mean the socks? Okay.
The socks,
Yeah.
the socks below.
That skirt is not below the knee.
You would get thrown out of school.
So,
Nice.
but during the stream, I also made myself in the beginning for the tutorial, trying to figure out how to play because I'd never played Sims 4 before, and then I also made Eric. And then I also worked on making the wave cave, which I might work on the wave cave and making it look really good on my own time, but I might try to play again at some point and make up like Calvin and Shane and maybe like some significant others or something like that. So
Okay.
I think it might be fun.
Yeah.
again.
What day were you doing that? Monday?
That was on Monday, yeah.
We were watching something on Netflix, and Jancy just had the stream up on her iPad, like on the coffee table. I wasn't paying attention to it. I just had it up. But I was watching something, I casually looked down, and I saw myself, and I was like, what the fuck? Why am I on the iPad? I looked over, I'm like, oh, he's making me in Sims. But I immediately recognized it as myself, so
Yeah, they were
it
kind
was
of
pretty good.
close. They weren't terrible. They could have. I mean, I think they were about as good as they were going to be. Some of those, like Rick, when you were zoomed in on the face, it didn't look really good. But when you zoomed out a little bit more, like, I can see Rick there. It was kind of the same with Eric. Like, we would turn to the side, the left side that we always see.
Yeah.
We'd see that in the profile and be like, that looks like Eric. And then you'd turn it and look at the front of him and be like, what the fuck happened? it looked all weird again. But when you zoomed out, it looked pretty good. So that stream went pretty fun. It was pretty good. Hopefully, maybe I'll do it again, but I have Dark Souls going for a little while now. Calvin, how you
That'd be
been?
Good times.
Oh,
would be.
just still dealing with power losses and internet going down randomly and stuff.
Mm.
Trying to have our meeting today and kept going down.
Yeah, one of my favorite things from the last week is we're trying to do these 9:30 meetings so that we're always, catching each other. We're always connecting and making sure we're getting done what we can get done. But Calvin has this way of just kind of sneaking in, and we don't know if he's there or not. Because was it today that we were like, or no, it was the other day where we were like, hey, let's take a bathroom break. All right, we'll wait for everybody to get back. And then we're all back, and I was like, man, it was like 15 minutes later. It's like, is Calvin back yet? And he was like, yeah, I've been here. Like, oh shit, because we can't see each other, we can only hear each other on Discord.
Yeah.
So that was funny, and then today it happened again.
Well, yeah, it was. We had.
I was gonna say it was me, it was Rick and Aaron the entire time for like, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes this morning, going over a meeting. And then Aaron's like, guys, I gotta go. I gotta handle something with my kids, or I'm gonna have to drive somewhere.
Yeah.
I gotta take off. So we're like, all right, man. Well, we'll just see you for back here for the podcast. And Rick's like, bye. And I'm like, bye. And Calvin's like, bye. He wasn't there the whole time. It's like, Calvin, when did you get here? He's like, I've been here for 20 minutes. I didn't say
You guys
anything.
were talking about Chuck, and I didn't want to interrupt you. So I just started doing shit on my PC, trying to get stuff set up for later streaming.
This is so
I
damn
was just
shocking.
listening. I was just listening to you guys talk. It was relaxing.
Another best thing of the week for me. It's only been a week. It seems like longer, but we beat Halo Reach last Friday.
Yeah.
All four of us.
Yeah.
And there are a couple clips from that.
Mhm.
Oh,
Son of a
wait a
bitch.
minute. I have a. Where'd I put this? If I minimize this, will it be okay, or is it okay?
Yeah.
Let me open this. Desktop.
I had a real good time that day.
So there was a clip. There was a clip,
Glad somebody did.
and the clip itself was from Rick. Let me see. I can probably find the clip. Let me see if I can find the clip too, Rick.
Okay.
And you guys can
Son
talk
of a
about
bitch, Eric.
Halo and stuff too.
Yeah. So I played a few of the Halo games before, but not Halo Reach, and I have to say that was a fantastic campaign. Surprisingly emotional. It had a lot of varied levels as well. Like I really enjoyed that.
Oh no,
Great
I'm hearing
time.
myself.
I wouldn't mind playing through the other ones again as well, but apparently only that one has 4-player, I think. The first two are only 2-player.
Nice.
Let me see if I can add this. I'm gonna show the clip, and then I'll show what I found after I paused and left and came back, because that was an entirely different thing.
Okay.
So let me add this window capture of Twitch.
I also am sending you a couple things. Top Screen made a couple more posters.
Ah, sweet. Hell yeah.
Couple
Cheers,
more
Top Screen.
posters. All right. So this is Rick. Calvin goes to get his thing here. Rick shoots it, blows him up, and blows that up as well. And Rick was so happy. And he's just silently laughing, muted, like stifling his laughter while we're just fucking blaming each other. He's causing chaos, and he loved it. Loved it. That was his whole choice. That was one of the things that happened during that time. Now, the other thing is that I left my computer, paused that, walked away. No audio on that? That's fine. I don't need audio for it. It's just, you see Rick.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't hear me laughing, so.
You can't hear. All you hear is gunfire and blowing up sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
And us cussing each other out, basically. But I come
And
back.
I got all the blame.
I come back to my computer, and on my computer I find this. Just this maniacal laughing Rick. Just so fucking happy that he just team killed everybody. I guess that's what I find. Put it over top of Rick here. Look at that. The same thing. He was so happy. I couldn't believe it.
That does have to be an emote. That's such a good.
It is.
Should that be an emote? That right there?
Yeah, that should definitely be an emote.
It's pretty bad quality though.
It was from a screen on a Twitch stream. Like,
Yeah, but if you shrink it back down, it's going to be roughly the same quality.
I suppose.
Ugh. It was a good time.
It was, yeah. It was good though. It was fun. We had fun
Seaberg,
playing it.
there's no replicating that without hours and hours of build-up. That's just pure evil
I
glee.
see. So are these the new things? Man, these are huge, huge images.
The posters I sent.
Yeah. All right, so here's one of them. They're so big. They're so big. I drag them into OBS. They're huge. That's pretty cool.
It's a little big.
Though. It is. It's huge. That's pretty cool. I like that. Did we have a bounty one before, though?
I don't think so. I love it, though. It's great.
Yeah, I love the green sparks.
Good stuff.
So
and everything looks great.
Oh, this is much better.
I have to speak. I've been doing my snack thing where I pull snacks out of thin air. Chancey got these Oreos that I didn't know have Pop Rocks in them.
What?
You guys know,
Pop Rocks?
Yeah, these Oreos.
That you didn't know?
There's Pop Rocks in them, so I'm trying to be quiet as you guys are talking, but I'm sitting here like, there's popping in my teeth.
They can't be real.
No, yeah,
What the hell?
They have Pop Rocks in them, so you eat them. I dunked them in milk, and I was eating them, and I was like, damn it. Trying to be quiet.
Then the other one that was a ferocity one, which I started to put here too, but I took it back down. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, looks great.
Pretty cool.
I also sent you. Cobb made us a video for 500,000 subscribers.
Ooh.
Made a video.
Cobb? Yeah, he made one
You
for...
mean that guy from YouTube?
What did he make it for when he did the Yavin, the ending of Yavin Star Wars with us, right?
Yep.
I can't remember which one
I
that was.
think it was for 420, wasn't it?
Possible.
Yeah. At least.
But yeah, if you are just joining the stream, make sure that you put exclamation point 500K in order to get in the drawing for a piece of our 500K merchandise.
Yes. All right. I'm just gonna put this here in the middle. If you do want to see it, I'm going to share it with everybody so everybody can see it on their own.
Okay.
All right. And
You will tell us when to hit play.
Yes, I'm going to hit play
Yeah.
in 3, 2, 1, play.
Play. Oh, Return of the Jedi!
Da, 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 dum, boodaloo.
I love that one mock cow that's just clapping. Oh my
What
god!
the hell?
It's Obi! Who is Obi?
Why could we see your faces so clearly?
I'm sure he was wicked.
No, was?
No, yeah, you're Chewy. It
No,
probably
Obi
is
was
wicked, right?
I think.
Hey, kick that.
I think Obi was.
There's
Oh my
Shane.
god.
Oh my god.
Oh, Obi's Archer.
That
Oh.
makes sense.
Hey, Calvin! Oh,
Hey,
Rick! Aaron's face.
Aaron, your fucking face.
Eric gets so excited. What the hell?
Oh,
Face change.
This is great.
yeah, it is. Wedge and me. Obi. Yucha.
What the hell?
Fuck you, Kyle! Rick, you're like, ooh!
Oh my god.
Damn it, Kyle.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Good job, Cal.
That's
really
funny.
good.
Oh my god, man.
Ah.
For those that don't know, Calvin loves Tom Cruise so much. That's why he saw
I
his
don't.
Force Ghost.
He's such a handsome man.
That's so funny.
The worst thing of it all is I put it on the studio side. I didn't put it on the right side, so I didn't cut to it. I was trying the studio thing. They saw our reaction to it. Hopefully they hit play on the
Oh,
video.
well, damn. Damn it, Aaron. That's so funny. They don't know.
They don't know. They don't know.
That makes it even better.
So
That
good.
is the worst.
Wow.
Now
Good
using
job,
this,
Cobb. That was funny.
that's full length right there. That's how full length works. You guys should have synced up when we counted down.
Yeah.
We'll highlight that for later.
Every once in a while, we still get messages like, why don't you guys have the video on the full length? This is bullshit. And it's like, that's illegal, man. We can't just
silly.
show the whole episode.
Federal offense.
Well, with that, I suppose there's some talk we can have about 500K and about you're talking about comments and stuff, Eric.
Yeah.
I think of one of my favorites, which was from Patreon? I think it was Rick that brought it up to me.
Yeah,
Right?
I did.
Do you remember
I have
the
a picture of it. I have a picture of it saved on my phone.
Do you?
Yeah.
Of course. He probably has it tattooed on his back.
Probably.
It's gonna take me a bit to find it though, because it's been a while.
It was. I was just trying to think of like other comments and stuff that remember through the years of like ones that stuck with you or ones where you're like, yep, that one was one I'm gonna remember for some reason. This one is just one that I laughed and I don't know if it's gonna stick with me, but I remember it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's always comments that are like, they make you like scratch your head or something. I remember in the beginning, it was like, I like all these guys except for that fat ginger fuck. I'm going like, damn. I mean, the fat I can understand, but do I have red hair? I guess I get red. Maybe it saturates the rest of my body. I don't know.
That's funny. All right. We'll be taking some questions too. If you guys want to submit any questions through the points things down below.
Yes, your burning questions about Blind Wave. Calvin's gone.
Hey, this works better though. Oh wait,
No.
Yay.
your cam's gone. Yeah.
There he is.
It's back. Sorry.
I wish I could search my images by like tags or something.
So, in terms of like the most common questions we get, Calvin, I want to ask you this, and you can give like a the standard answer. Will you react to this thing?
Maybe.
Maybe at some point.
I mean, it's the thing that we get asked the most is like, hey, will you react to this one thing? And the
Yeah.
canned answer is always, I mean, we want to be able to react to everything that people love. You know, we just don't have time. We don't have time to react to the stuff that we're currently doing sometimes. You
Yeah.
know, so it's just our schedule is always modular, and I feel like for the last 3 years always barely gotten by getting everything done that we want to get done. So when room does open up, it's not like, oh, let's go and do another episode of this. It's usually like, oh, thank God, a moment to breathe, you know? Any luck, Rick?
No, I can't find it. But
can't find it?
It was something along the lines of like, when I first started watching Blind Wave, I hated Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
As I've watched more, I still hate Aaron, but now he's my favorite.
It's like when I started watching Blind Wave, Aaron was my least favorite, and I hated him, or something like that. And now he's my favorite, and I still hate him.
It was something along the lines of that. Yeah,
That's what it was.
it was something like that. And I was just like, well, all right.
Yeah.
It was one of my
Had a
favorite
good
ones that
laugh.
we had, though. Rick's like, Aaron, look at this, look at this. But no, we're gonna go through also some questions with you guys. If you guys have any Blind Wavy questions, with 500K, I thought it might be a good time to kind of like talk about Blind Wave things and some burning questions maybe people had or thought about for Blind Wave. We've been doing this for I want to say 4.5 years, like actually doing Blind Wave. When I forget when. I know 2009 was like Blind Wave, but like actually doing like our YouTube stuff has been like, I don't know, I want to say 4.5 years. But maybe it's 5.5. April is the mark. So actually, it's 5 years, I think, right? I think April 1st marks like 5 years. I don't know why April 1st was in the date in my head that I feel like I always remember.
100,000 a year.
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe.
It's pretty spot on.
So, but yeah, no, it's been, I guess about 100,000 a year. It's been a fun ride, and it's definitely been different than what I expected, I guess.
April 16th, COD says. Just one big April Fool's joke.
Yeah. So are people putting in questions then with the redeem questions? I don't know what that's called exactly.
Yeah, there's a send in questions down below. People can submit any questions or thoughts they have, and we will be going through them. I believe the bottom has the oldest ones, or is it the newest ones? Nope.
The top is the oldest.
I think the top is the oldest, yeah.
So, Aaron, what you're saying is that if we started Naruto when we started Blind Wave, we still wouldn't be finished.
No.
not.
No, we would be finished.
Well, with the first series, yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah.
Let's see. We already kind of discussed when Clue stuff is going to be dropping. Boogle, though, asked today, where's the board game slot for the stream?
Oh, good question.
I suggest it every time. And I'm always shot down.
Well, maybe that could make it in the last 2 hour segment, Rick. It does say
maybe.
fun games and stuff. Scottish Michael wants, I don't know, he asked Bunny, how did you discover Ori series?
I think I answered that last night.
Did you? Is that one of the older ones still?
It was you and Rick actually recommended it to me, I believe. One of you brought it up, and then the other one said that, yeah, you should like check it out. I know it was also because Will the Wisps was coming out, and thought it would be a good time to stream the first one and get into the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very much so. All right.
Thank you, PC Gaming.
Let's go here with Zemanaibev. I'm not sure how you say that. I'm gonna go with Zeman. Who is your favorite anime character of all time? And if you can, do you have a top 5 favorite anime characters?
Well, that's an easy one for me. Mine is Guts and Griffith from Berserk. I say both of them because you can't have one character without the other.
Gotcha.
I really like Mustang. Roy Mustang. I like
Mustang's great.
I like
Do you got
and
Jet? Okay.
Jet Black, and I mean the entire cast, I guess, from Cowboy Bebop.
Mm-hmm.
That's your 5. That's your top 5.
Hey, that's not a bad answer. I'll go with that. It's not bad.
No, Roy Mustang I like a lot. I also like Light.
Yeah.
Light. Yagami.
Yeah. I was gonna say the other guy, but now I forgot his name. L. Yeah, that's it. I was gonna say him, but I can't because I forgot his name, so I have to not count that one.
Speaking of Cody L, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Thank you, Cody. Can I count Avatar: The Last Airbender in anime? I mean, it's Western animation. That's a whole big debate.
I do not count it, but
yeah. I mean, Uncle Iroh was one of my favorite characters of all time. And Zuko, but if I'm not counting that,
he's probably one of the most anime characters in that show.
Maybe.
So,
yeah,
might count it.
But if I'm not counting that, then of course I love Piccolo from Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. His arc is great. I love Deku from My Hero and All Might.
All Might,
a lot. Yeah.
I would say almost every character Chris Sabat has voiced.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
You're including Yamcha in that too. I also really love Reagan from Mob Psycho.
Oh yeah.
Probably one of the best characters of all time. So yeah, I'll go with that too.
I want to toss in. I really like Colin from Code Geass.
Yes.
From Code Geass.
Yeah.
Code Geass, yes. One of my favorites.
I really like Kenshin Himura from Rurouni Kenshin. He's very amazing. And there are hundreds of others, but
yeah.
Zero. He's a pretty interesting character.
Oh, Okabe. Yeah.
Okabe. Okabe is great.
He's great.
Science,
he's one of those guys.
Science.
Yeah, he's one of those guys where they like create a dream team of like fictional characters to survive the apocalypse with. I definitely have him on there.
Oh yeah, never a dull moment.
GJ M Rocker wants to know: do you have a favorite show or game that you play or watch streams of that you don't record?
Escape from Tarkov, and that's like my favorite game right now. I'm playing a shit ton of that, and I'm watching Pestilly on Twitch, and watching all of his YouTube videos and stuff.
You're the one.
Yeah, I'm the one.
I started getting notifications for this Pestilly guy, and I'm like, who the hell is this? I don't know who it is.
Yeah, for some reason I can't like recover the information from my Rolling Rocks account, so I just I followed him on the Blind Wave account and linked my Tarkov account to the Twitch so that I could get drops.
Gotcha. Any of you other guys have any favorite? Wait, Eric, you're muted.
Sorry about that. In terms of my favorite stuff we do on the channel, like Mandalorian and stuff like that. But stuff we do off camera, not so much many games, though I do play a lot of Pokemon Go every day. Just like, especially now because they have so many things you can do during the quarantine. But in terms of shows, I mean, I've been watching The Crown, which has been really fucking good. It has Matt Smith in it. I've been loving that. Yeah, probably the Crown right now, because that answer to that question changes every day, pretty much.
Yeah, I started rewatching Psych.
Because of Chuck?
No, I started rewatching. I was tagged by a friend. I think it was DeBob or something like that. About there was a Psych marathon gonna be happening on USA, and I was like, huh. I was like, I don't have USA, so I went to Amazon, and they're all on Amazon.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch those. So I'm like, I want to watch Psych. So that would be like my off-camera thing that I'm really into right now. I love Psych. Psych's great.
And then I also have I've rewatched. Not rewatched, but I finished season 3 of Ozark, which just came out recently.
Oh, really?
That show is fucking awesome.
Are you trying to get paid?
No.
Did you see that thing where like you can get like $1,000 for watching Ozark seasons 1 and 2 on a binge?
I did not. I hadn't seen that at all.
You just lost money, Eric.
There was a thing where if you binge watch seasons 1 and 2,
yeah,
and then you had to take a survey to prove that you were paying attention or something, I guess. They were gonna give away $1,000 to somebody. I forget.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
I forget where I saw it.
Could you imagine getting paid to watch TV?
It would be ridiculous.
Yeah. Crazy.
Mine is mine is All Elite Wrestling, Dynamite, and Sumo or Sumo coverage.
Sumo. All right. Game-wise, the only game that I really have been playing off stream has probably been World of Warcraft. Although I did pick up and for like a day or two played off and on the Goose Game.
Yeah, it's a fun.
How'd you like it?
It's fun. I liked it. I played through and beat the main campaign now, and then I started going through trying to do like there's like harder missions where you have to like complete every objective in each zone before the bell rings.
Yeah.
So basically you get like a 5-minute timer. So you get like a list of like 6 objectives, and you have like 4 or 5 zones, and you got to complete every objective in this zone in like 5 minutes basically.
Oh, okay.
I kept on doing the garden one. It took me forever, but then I did the street one. I did it first try, but the garden one, the damn fucking gardener kept on like chasing me away and pulling the rake back, and
Yep.
it was terrible. But that was fun.
The only games I've been playing off camera is Luigi's Mansion 3 with Evie, my daughter, and I've been playing through Hotline Miami again, trying to get max ranks on all the levels. Nice. And Devil May Cry 5, trying to not get hit by any of the bosses.
Trying to not get hit. This one's good because this has been a question that's been asked a lot.
Okay.
Insane?
Insane.
First off, thanks for getting me into Naruto. I'm now a year ahead of you, I think. LOL.
Probably.
Yeah. No doubt.
Second, though, have any of you guys ever played Mass Effect Trilogy or planning to stream it all the way through?
Probably not. I've played them all.
I was going to start streaming it all the way through until Aaron reminded me that Final Fantasy VII comes out this Friday. So I want to at some point.
I never have, and I'm supposed to because of a deal that I made with Shane like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I never played it, but one of the reasons I haven't played it up till now is about 5 years ago we were like, well, wait to play it until we can find time to do it for Blind Wave. So if I do, it probably will be on stream.
Yes.
I've never played Mass Effect. Well, I've played parts of it. I played a little bit of 1 up to like the moon buggy thing, I remember. And I played a little bit of 2
The Mako.
at my place a long time ago with Shane. But I've never really played through them. So maybe at some point. But I plan on Dark Souls for right now. The Kovsky is just confused because he got gifted a sub, and
Somebody came in,
but he wasn't in chat. He wants to know what kind of devil sorcery this is.
It's Melanie's fault.
You can find who gifted it to you.
She said sorry.
Well, congratulations for getting a gifted sub.
Yeah.
All right. Question wise, we have recommendations because it could be Wackerman, but it's 2 V's, but it could have been that the W's were taken. So Vavackerman. During quarantine and being stuck inside, I'm struggling to decide what shows and movies and games to watch. Is there anything you recommend or suggestions on any of those fronts?
Well, we always say
Psych.
Black Sails.
Black Sails.
Oh.
So definitely go for that.
No, Black Sails is really good.
Yeah. I mean, you know what would be an appropriate answer for us is go to Blind Wave's like playlist, find a show that you haven't seen, start binging that, and then you have a whole new set of reactions to watch.
That's true.
Or
Or
have you ever played D&D, or do you just like stories? Because the D&D campaign is pretty fun, even if you haven't played D&D.
Yeah.
Are you human? Did you like D&D?
Do you breathe air?
Username Gary said, "When insert show here." I'm gonna mark that as complete. You troll. Alrighty. Question. Anarista, did you guys talk or see about the Marvel movies being changed to different dates now?
Definitely know about Black Widow. I mean, most of the stuff is doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
the movies are pushed back and everything.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've seen most of those things. I think. Yeah.
I know about Black Widow. That's about it. But I
have my own question also.
Okay.
Afterwards.
I was gonna say I have watched like Onward came out on Disney Plus like relatively quick compared to when it was.
I watched that. That was great, dude.
It was a pretty good movie. I like that a lot. There's also like Sonic's available now. not on Disney Plus, but it's available for renting or something. And they're doing a lot more with some of the movies that either were in theaters or were supposed to go to theaters, being able to be rented or found relatively sooner, I guess, more quickly than it would have been. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to a few of those. But Onward on Disney Plus right now is pretty good.
Yeah, I watched Onward. I absolutely loved it. I unfortunately also watched Doolittle, and I thought it was the worst thing I'd seen all year.
It's only April, Eric. It's only April.
I know,
and we haven't reacted.
And it's an especially terrible year.
And we haven't reacted to The Room yet.
Yeah. No, dude, I will have fun watching that. I did not have much fun watching Doolittle. Like at the end, we got to the end, and I was like, "What the fuck is we watching?" But I can't tell you why. So
that reminds me, Eric. I watched the first episode of Tiger King.
Oh, dude, you've only scratched the surface, Rick.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
The surface. Goddamn Carol Baskin.
I've heard a lot about that. I haven't seen that yet. I still want to watch The Witcher because I want to know how that song actually goes one of these times.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't even know if that's in any videos or not. Is it?
What's that?
Is there any videos where I sing that song?
Oh, I'm
or is
sure
it just in
somewhere.
the studio? Because in the studio, I just be like, toss a coin to your Witcher, and like every time it's in some kind of different like cadence and melody, and everyone's just looking at me. What are you doing? It's like, I don't know how the song goes. I've never watched the show.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of another thing with Rick. What was it, yesterday or today? And Rick goes, "Damn." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "What's my favorite game that starts with a W?" And I go, "What? Oh, are you on W's already for your Twitter?" He goes, "Yeah. I'm trying to think of what my favorite W game is." And I'm like, and in my head I go, World of Warcraft? Witcher? Rick, Witcher? He goes, "Oh, damn." I'm like, I wasn't sure if that was the T for The Witcher or something.
That's like me being on Z and getting stumped.
Well, see, that's the thing. Is that under The Legend of Zelda? Is it under Legend of Zelda? Or is it under Zelda?
I'll just put it under all of them. My W will be Wind Waker.
Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Like half of your alphabet is Zelda games.
Speaking of Tiger King, though, I've been talking to Shane every day, and Shane we were talking. He was like, "Yeah, me and Joy watched the first episode of Tiger King. Have you seen that?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, it's pretty crazy." I'm like, "Dude, call me after you watch episode 3." He's like, "Okay, we probably won't get to it today, but probably tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay." He called me yesterday. He's like, "I watched it." I was like, "Right?" And he's like, "Jesus."
I guess I need to watch this.
He was like, "Goddamn Carol Baskin, man." I'm like, "Yeah, right?"
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't had time to watch stuff with Melanie at all. Like, her and I usually try to keep up to date with Last Man Standing and Masked Singer and This Is Us and stuff like that. But we haven't gone back to any of the Netflix shows or anything, so it's been crazy.
Gotcha.
Rick, did you have something else that you were thinking about?
I did. Have you guys seen the DualShock 5?
I have not seen it.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
The DualSense.
DualSense.
Yeah, so it has refined haptic feedback to capture a broader range of motion, such as slow grittiness of driving a car through mud. Also includes adaptive triggers that can dynamically change their tension for different activities, such as drawing back a bowstring. You can use a built-in microphone to talk to friends without needing a headset, but there is still a headset port.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And there's just the look of it, which I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's like a white design for the base, right?
Looks like a first order stormtrooper.
No, I mean the haptic feedback thing I think is interesting. I remember when Rumble started. You know, you guys had a Rumble pack for 64.
Yeah.
A big thing you put in the back there. This haptic feedback thing is interesting.
Was it PlayStation? I think it was PlayStation that they didn't have them in the first controllers, and then they had controllers released later on that did. For Rumble features. I think the same was analog, right? The analog button, where you could switch for the joysticks. They added those in the same time.
Yeah, so there was a PlayStation controller before the DualShock, and the reason it's called the DualShock is the dual analog sticks in the Rumble.
So now we have the DualSense.
Yeah.
So that you can sense everything that's happening, which is interesting.
I wonder if they brought back, because the PlayStation 2 controller, but then they dropped it for 3 and 4, had like all the face buttons could register different levels of pressing.
Yeah, like how hard you press like X to jump and stuff like that.
Or like in Metal Gear Solid 3, like depending on your CQC, depending on how hard you hit the square button, you'd like grab them or you'd toss them or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I saw some people saying they were disappointed with the lack of like back buttons. So you have your face buttons, you have the 2 triggers here, but buttons that you could have down here.
Oh yeah, like
people
the
were
elite
talking
controllers
about.
and stuff.
Yeah, people were asking like, well, I wonder why they didn't go with that. But I mean, I've never played anything with that, so I'm not missing it.
The Steam controller has that.
Yeah.
It's nice, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
I honestly don't use them that much. The Steam controller and also my kids, they have Switch controllers. Like they're like pro controllers, but they use batteries, and on the back of those they have buttons that you can program to be whatever, I think, and I never use those either. So, I saw some people asking about when the next Rock Band stream's gonna happen. If you guys haven't seen the Rock Band streams, there is a collection of some of our songs that were done. You can see a lot of that on Twitch as well, under like the VOD section and whatnot. But I think because of that, because I know Eric sang one of these songs. Top Screen wants to know, Eric, have you listened to the recent Gorillaz Project Song Machine?
Oh, I have not. I'll have to check that out. I know that they've been doing some interesting things, but I haven't checked out any of the new songs. Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of the Rock Band streams.
That's one of mine too.
Yeah, that was fun. Unfortunately, some of the other ones got caught because it's copyrighted music and stuff, so you can't watch them all.
Too good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I highlighted what I could.
Mm-hmm.
That hadn't been copyright written, so hopefully those ones stay fine. But if you guys make sure you guys are following and whatnot, so you don't miss out on any future ones. We obviously won't be having a Rock Band stream anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're going to add in Bob Dylan's new song that he released last week.
I heard he released like a super long song, right, or something.
It's only 17 minutes.
Yeah,
so it's not his longest song.
Rick, it's longer than Bohemian Rhapsody. But Bohemian Rhapsody is not too long. Bohemian Rhapsody is great.
It's longer than the extra long version of Anagata Devita.
Oh man, did Tenacious D song get caught? Damn, that was a good one.
I think it did.
Fuck.
I know a lot of Calvin stuff got caught.
Yeah.
And then some other random ones here and there too.
That's why you gotta be on Twitch, watch live, sub. Love you.
Yeah. It's probably because all the real audio was playing over top of me. Like I'm messing stuff up.
Well, we kept trying to change to find the best way to do that. So hopefully eventually we'll get it just right to where we're happy with what we hear, but then what's coming to the stream side is good too.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Al Hussein says, Aaron always brags about coming up with the name, but who came up with the logo?
I came up with the logo. Aaron, he came up with the name.
I did.
But he immediately didn't want to use the name after we were like, yeah, we like that. He's like, I don't want that. Isn't that what happened, Aaron? Or something like that?
Yeah, no, I remember being at Radio Shack and we were talking on the phone and stuff, and I was like, here's these. I thought about this and this and this, and then after I think it was like another hour or so, we called back and I'm like, Eric, what about Blind Wave? And you're like, Blind Wave. Huh,
I was like,
I don't know.
I don't think that's taken.
And then I think you said you called Shane about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like,
yeah,
you're like, Aaron said, why don't we go with Blind Wave? And then from what I remember you talking about, Shane's response was, damn it, I wanted to come up with a name.
That's what it was. It was like, God damn it, that's good. God damn it. I gotta come up with something better than that.
But then
we never did.
In my head, I was like, Blind Wave. I was like, all right. And then I was like, I don't know if I like it enough. And then you guys were like, yeah, Blind Wave, let's do Blind Wave. I'm like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I like it. But I came up with it, and you guys had to like convince me to choose my idea.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we did that, and then Eric later on was the one who's like, here's this logo idea. And I was like, all right, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Boba Skywalker says, favorite Blind Wave moment from 1 sub to 500k subs. Do you have like one moment in particular out of the whole time?
Just one?
Out? Yeah, do you have one moment that just stands out?
I mean, mine is the Twitch stream where I beat Gus and Shane on a 2v1 in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Mine might be the Twitch stream where you beat Eric with a chair.
I still have a scar to this day.
Was that on camera?
I think so. Wasn't it?
Was that? I don't think it was. I think we were just hanging out.
I don't think
we were streaming.
Damn, I don't know. But that was a funny moment. Oh man. I don't know. There's some great. I think a lot of this stuff kind of blends together, and I don't remember what's been live and what's been like just us working, but behind the scenes. That's why I like hitting that camera button, because sometimes there's just great things happen when we're not ready. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Like some of my favorite moments are the things that kind of happen just naturally because we'll have good chemistry or good we read each other so well because of improv that it just happens, and I'm like, God, that was a good moment, and I forget all about it the next day.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
it's not only a moment, but like just how behind the new D&D campaign you guys have gotten was pretty awesome for me. That you guys really seem to be getting into it and enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite moment from that was the first time I made a decision for my character that I never would have made ever in any other situation. But I had to because my character would not let me not do it. And I was like, I looked at the guys almost like with an apologetic, like, God damn it. I'm gonna throw this bitch into a hole. So yeah, you gotta watch D&D.
Any of the drunk streams.
Oh man, no way.
The Black Sails intro vlogs. Those were all great.
Yeah.
Just coming up with stuff.
It's fun to try to like when we're gonna create things like that. Are you getting your snacks, Eric? Wait, that's.
Ooh.
I thought those fucking.
How is that a snack?
I thought the sour shit was up there. Why you always got lasagna? Fucking last time at Star Wars Celebration, you just wouldn't stop looking at lasagna.
What are you talking about? I thought we couldn't see each other.
What?
We're looking right at you.
What do you think I do whenever we do reactions the whole time?
Think about lasagna. But no, yeah. I don't know. Some of my favorite things too have been like that's been a joke now of. And I don't know. I don't think that started because of Blind Wave necessarily, but like we'll do things and like you'll just have lasagna open or just have lasagna around or like that's a thing.
Like
one
of the last times
wait,
we were
didn't that
setting up the
happen?
podcast.
It happened, yeah, when we were sitting at a table, and and
I mean, well, it first happened a while ago with Shane, where I was on my phone and I gave this very like such like, damn. Like that, like I was looking at like a really hot chick, and he's like, "What?" And he looked at my phone, and it had pictures of lasagna up. He was like, "God damn it, Aaron!" And then also recently, I think we were getting ready to do a podcast, and I had my phone out, and we were doing a D&D, and Rick needed to see my hands for a certain thing that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And before we started, I had my phone on the table. That could be seen from the camera, and we can see a feedback of that camera. And I was just looking at lasagna. So Shane was sitting beside me and looked over at the TV that showed the camera's point of view, and I'm like over to the camera, like looking at lasagna. He's like, "God damn it, Eric, quit doing that!" So it's little things like that we just use to like, I don't know, entertain ourselves.
Yeah.
Just as much as it is to be on camera.
Most of those things aren't even on camera for anything. They're just there. So those are some favorite moments too.
I mean, that's just legit us having fun together.
Yeah.
And we try to capture that on camera. That's the job.
It's like my Witcher song that I just do just because, not because it's on camera necessarily.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I would say that my favorite moment was Calvin almost breaking his toe trying to fuck with me. It serves him right.
From the back room, trying to lift up his shirt and like make him uncomfortable or something. We hadn't even started like a video officially yet.
It was the video of Aaron making up watching an episode of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood by himself because he had missed a very important part.
Yeah, so we were all like, "Okay, Aaron, you do that. We'll be over here."
Mm-hmm.
And the camera was recording, and he was like getting his notepad and stuff like that. And I ran over, and I tried to yank up his shirt. I stubbed my toe on like folding table legs, how they're like metal tubes. I thought I broke it. It hurt so bad. I was like, fuck! I think I just broke my toe.
Yeah, you can find it. I think we had it in a bloopers video when we were doing bloopers videos.
Yeah,
it's like bloopers 1 or bloopers 2.
It's in there.
I really loved watching Discord the first time when I released the first hint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's become your thing now every time. Like Rick, you need to make sure you release that hint before the stay-at-home goes, because that way you can just sit at home watching it the whole time. Like, as long as you have 2 monitors, you could do a reaction, or whatever, and still have it sitting over there and be like, "Fucking yeah, look at him squirming." DJM Rocker wants to know if we have any ideas on thoughts or any thoughts or ideas for hitting 1 million subscribers. He said it may be a little early though. I mean, that could be 5 more years away.
It could be.
I have no idea.
You never know.
I don't know. Probably have Star of India.
Yeah, probably.
Is that it? We just.
I don't know.
That's what we
trying
do
to go
to
as
celebrate
general as possible.
our highest highs and our lowest lows.
Yeah.
I
It
hope
is.
that would be.
It really is. We've never talked about that.
It'd be good. The other thing that would be awesome is if our 1 million subscriber count ticked. Like, if we could arrange it to happen during WaveCon. We could have like a
That would be great.
WaveCon
That would be
1
cool.
million subscriber event. I mean, even if not, we could also have it at an event of whenever we do hit it, but that could be cool too.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be awesome to finally have like a WaveCon Europe for the 1 million.
That would be cool. Yeah.
WaveCon Europe.
I mean, you know what we really need to do is we need to decide something that happens once we hit 1 million and talk about that every video and to get it there. Like, we all skydive, or
Oh my
Aaron gets
gosh, no.
like a needle
No.
in the mouth or something.
What? Why the mouth?
Yeah.
Because you're getting your tongue pierced.
Why can't I just like I have to
Aaron
give
gets
blood?
His tongue pierced. Yeah, Aaron,
Aaron-
gets his tongue pierced.
Can I
At
just-
1 million subs?
I'll give
Dude,
blood.
We would go up so fast.
People be making accounts and it'd be fake.
That's the idea.
People they shut down our stuff thinking that it's fake. Oh my gosh. Fucking guess.
I would do skydiving legit though.
You skydive?
Yeah, I would, but I wonder if the guy like that's supposed to jump with me would look at me and be like, "God damn it!"
Eric,
All right, I'll take it.
I don't know why, but in my head I'm thinking about you skydiving and you pull your parachute thing and just lasagna comes out instead.
Like a single layer.
Like, why, Eric?
Like,
He died as he lived. Yeah, I pulled the secondary cord. It's also lasagna. I'm like, that's how it works.
Layers, 2
Layers.
layers. Oh man.
Another one of the favorite things that I just spouted out. He died as he lived, without honor.
That was from a Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah.
That was good.
Without honor.
Anyway, a bunch of good moments, but you can see a lot of the good moments in our Best of Blind Wave series.
All right. Klepto just says, "Hope you guys got your squat pants on."
Oh,
My pants are—they're not my stretchy jeans, but they're pretty relaxed. Good.
you guys have been
For
wearing.
months.
Yeah, I've been wearing pants for weeks.
Well, like
Yeah,
pants.
it's
Like,
great.
what do you mean? Like, I'm not wearing like my jeans and that kind of
Wait.
stuff, but
clothes below the waist.
I know exactly what I mean, Aaron. What do you mean?
like underwear. You wear underwear?
No, I'm eating lasagna.
What? That's not an opposite.
Works for me.
It's not pants or lasagna.
Guys, I have pants on. Don't be giving me squats to see.
SKNC15 just says, "Not a question, just want to say congrats on 500K. I've been here since Flash Season 1 finale on the old channel. Been great
Oh.
to watch you guys grow."
Pop quiz, hot shot.
you.
Aaron, what is the name of Flash Season 1? The title of the episode.
Flash
Finale.
Season 1.
Finale.
Oh, finale?
Oh,
Finale.
Flash Season 1.
Yeah, I'm not even confident now.
Name.
Don't you do it.
Fast enough.
You son of a bitch, you just looked it up. You know how bright you get when you're looking shit up?
I know.
You're sitting there like, let me see.
See, the funny thing is, Aaron, if you'd been watching chat, it came up in chat before
Yeah.
you actually Googled
Yeah,
it.
but if I was looking at chat, that would give me away.
That would give you away.
Let's see here. Oh. Forfeit one of your game nights.
We had a fairly crazy storm in Ohio. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Golly Jr. says, "Would you guys ever consider having a forfeit, or I think he means like a punishment, in one of your game nights, where 2 members who lose have to wait for a big movie to come out on DVD to react to it. I.e., because it would have been awesome to have an actual reaction to some of the big movies like Endgame.
Yeah,
as
that
well
would be
as the
fucking
review.
crazy.
Oh man, that's such a punishment though.
Yeah.
Like,
the only one we had was the horror trivia game night, where if I lost, we had to play Candyland.
Yeah, we have had that.
We lost. Damn
We
it,
lost.
Eric.
No, that would be interesting. I don't know if I could do it for stuff like Endgame. If you do want an Endgame reaction, though, I know that Sith Furion has it on his channel, a reaction to Endgame. He didn't watch it until later, so if that's an itch you want scratched, go over to him, because he's a cool guy. He also did Black Sails.
Nice.
And he reacted to Kylo Ren The Awakening.
nice.
I still haven't reacted to that.
Yeah. We can do that.
Yeah.
No, some of these top ones are new ones, Rick. I gotta figure out where I was now. Pong says, any new Patreon goals in the future?
Well, we had some interesting Patreon stuff
When
that
it
we were
first started.
thinking about. Well, when we first started, I was just going to say we had some interesting Patreon things we were going to do until we went into lockdown. And we're like, all right, let's put that on hold for a bit.
Yeah.
So,
We may get some more.
yeah.
It takes a lot of like kind of thinking and planning of what we can do and what we want to do.
Mhm.
And, like when we first started, we had all kinds of different ones. Kind of like I feel like a lot of people did, and then we really condensed it down, and it really helped a lot. So, there may be some more here in the future at some point. All right, I'm gonna consider. Would you ever play games? Kind of the same idea of like, yeah, maybe. I don't know, Calvin. Have you ever played Super Metroid?
No, I haven't.
So if he hasn't,
I
at
may
least that we can
consider
do a
it,
blind wave,
but-
a blind one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's a good-
I probably wouldn't on my own time. I would do it for the channel.
Here's a good blind wave question from Canadian Stoner 96, who says, "What would be the alternative, or what was the alternative before blind wave?"
The alternative as far as like occupation?
Probably.
I would imagine so.
I mean, honestly, a lot of it would be getting together and watching TV shows, just not recording it. But in terms of occupation, yeah, it would probably be behind the camera work. I was, me and Aaron actually were getting really into some interest stuff, and Calvin as well. But once Calvin jumped on, that was when we were actually trying to do the YouTube thing. Whereas before, me and Aaron, occasionally Shane, we're doing a lot of like professional videography stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I probably would be doing that.
Menu.
Yeah, I remember that. We did a lot of ventures there right before. I was in retail, so there may have been a mix of that. But once Radio Shack shut down, I probably would have gone into some kind of media of some sort of what we were doing there. So Rick already had a career, right?
Yeah. So for me, I was a programmer at Marietta College, and my plan was to continue on in school, maybe get my doctorate and become a professor of history that also could teach computer science and programming, and be able to like make like different programs and simulations and stuff of like historical events and places. I thought would be kind of an interesting way to go about that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, maybe like board game or video game making was in my mind as well.
Okay.
What about you, Calvin?
I always wanted to go into law enforcement. I was working a couple different like construction jobs here and there. I worked at Radio Shack with Aaron when it closed down as well. Yeah, going to school for criminal justice. I wanted to be a pilot. My foot was halfway in the door for a lot of things, but not really committing to anything yet. So,
well, here's the thing. What happens if, let's say, Blind Wave tomorrow or after the quarantine, Blind Wave implodes and we all can't do YouTube anymore for some reason? What do you guys go into then? Is it the same stuff, or has your opinion on it or thoughts on it changed?
yeah, I would be doing different stuff. I would probably be doing more streaming and maybe trying to get into like voice acting and stuff more full time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I would do. Go ahead, Rick.
I would try to finish the board game that I've been making for years. Try to get that out there. See if I could have any success down that path.
Mm-hmm.
Also, maybe trying to do some writing on like the history of video games or game design and stuff like that. I think could be really interesting.
For me, I'm not sure, just because I have a household full. I don't know how much time I could try spending, like, trying to make sure something else could work or anything, or having to just go in and just, I gotta find a job right now real quick, you know?
I gotta make money.
Yeah, if I don't make money, my kid's dead, you know? Like, so, I'm not exactly sure what I would do. I'd like to say, like, I'd still like to try to keep doing content, or maybe going back into some kind of media source of something or another. Because I do have fun with, like, you know, I have fun doing editing and whatnot. Like when we did, I've done some freelance like weddings and stuff on my own and some things.
Yeah.
Like it's fun doing that and being creative with it. I could maybe try to do something along those lines and make up my own business that way, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Part of me also wants to keep doing online stuff, whether it's like Twitch or something like that. But
Yeah, same for me. I would probably go into like freelance editing. So,
Gypsy Baba Yaga wants to get into some of the lore of Blind Wave and wants to know why does Calvin dislike Tom Cruise so much?
He doesn't.
I do. I don't know. There's a lot of things. I think he's overhyped a lot. I think
In terms of an actor or a human or
in a lot of ways, he's like there's something off about him when I see him. Like there's just something off.
Is it the Scientology
can't put
thing?
it into, like-
I understand that too.
No.
I love his movies.
Like
I mean, he's
I don't
fucking
know, it's-
crazy.
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
crazy person.
It's just not every person goes on Oprah's show just jumps on their couch, you know? Like that seems taboo. You don't go to someone's
Sure.
house, jump on their couch.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Scientology stuff is fucking, it's terrible and it's crazy, but it's also just, I mean, it's newer, but it's just another religion. There's a lot of religious people out there that are crazy.
No, I wasn't making it about. I wasn't making it about that. I'm just
Sure.
I don't know, just the way he acts and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. It's just I'm not a fan. I
Sure.
don't like him.
All right.
I mean, I
Not
get
to
behind
say
you
that his
on...
movies suck or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
a lot of his movies are great. It's just I don't know. I feel like he's just overhyped.
So
He's
how
not
would
as-
you respond to somebody that's like, all right, but give him credit for the crazy amount of shit he does when it comes to his own stunts?
I mean, I feel like that's just a lot of his ego in play.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of other actors get just as much accolades and stuff like that for not doing their own. But he just, I don't know. I just, like I said, I can't quantify it or put it into hard terms. I just, I don't like it.
All right.
It's unreasonable that you don't like him. Is that what you're saying?
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't do this again.
All right. We're going to go to the next question here by Al Hussein, who said, what is your favorite game that you have streamed on the channel?
Last of Us. I mean, Smash Brothers, but
yeah, I was gonna say Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
doesn't count.
Yeah. I'll have to take that one out, right, Calvin?
Yeah. Because clearly I need another option than that.
Probably one of my probably one of my favorites was one of the earlier ones. It didn't get a lot of views, so I don't know if a lot of people watched it, but it was probably the Wave Rider Army XCOM 2 playthrough. It was a lot of fun. It was just fun making the viewers and stuff, and then going through and playing and trying to level them up and be like, well, you know, oh damn, we have, you know, Katie, Pong, Mick, you know, whoever we had, and you know, here's Captain Shadow, he's a sniper. All right, here we go, level him up, get him paired off with Thak. Now they're going through killing people and stuff. And then when someone died, they're like, damn it, Aaron, you killed me. I'm like, I'm sorry, it happens. It's war, baby. So But that was a fun one. I had fun doing that one.
Mine's The Witcher 3. Definitely. Didn't matter if I was playing Gwent for 4 hours and had 30 viewers.
Yeah.
Still one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I obviously Legend of Zelda has a special place in my heart, and I played Breath of the Wild on stream. But as a streaming game, I liked Last of Us more because Breath of the Wild, the best thing that I've done in those games have not been on stream. It's just been like playing absentmindedly out in the world. Whereas Breath of the Wild, I wanted on stream, I should say, I kind of wanted to be on and entertaining, you know?
Gotcha.
So Last of Us would go over that for streaming. Breath of the Wild would go over that for just pure game.
Yeah. My favorite moment as far as streaming was probably during Life is Strange. Like, just that game as general as a story game and, like, response from me to the game. Because that one wasn't even about, like, I ignored the chat the whole time and stuff. But it was a good experience, just that game itself. So
yeah.
Did Calvin answer?
No, I was just trying to think of like more story-based games that I've played that I've really enjoyed. I think probably most of the story-based games that I've played were horror games, and those were not enjoyable for the same reasons that you guys are saying they were enjoyable.
Were you there on when I streamed my drunk birthday D&D game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. Was that the one that I was there, Rick? There was one where I show up and Maggie's like, ah! And it's so loud, and everyone's like, oh my god! It was so loud. I can't remember if it was that one or if it was some other time. Because I just remember, because I came down your steps and the door was open. I just peeked like around, so my head was like high in the doorway, and she like looked up and saw it and freaked out. But I don't remember what it was. It was great. Stanley Parable, Calvin.
Stanley Parable was really fun. Yeah. Man, I forgot about that. That's been a long time ago.
All right. Dip asks, do you feel that there is a reaction-wise a group that has better chemistry, like a 3-person, 2-person, 1-person? Well, not 1 person. That would be no chemistry.
You mean just in terms of our panel?
Yeah. Do you think is your favorite chemistry like all 5 of us? Do you guys feel like there's some better chemistry when we have smaller groups of 2, 3 people?
Yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite. Personally, I mean, me and Aaron do a lot of things together, so I like sometimes I'll default to like, oh, me and Aaron just because of the sheer amount of stuff that we do.
Yeah,
but
yeah, no, I get that. But like, I know we have some different feelings between like, because I have that. I had me, Calvin, Rick when we did Breaking Bad, which was a different. It had like a kind of a different feel than like just me and Eric, which also had a different feel than like Doctor Who with the 4 of us.
Castlevania.
Yeah, Castlevania with just me and Rick, which we did that one. Like, that was like one of Rick's first reaction series, I think, was Castlevania. I think that might have happened before Game of Thrones. Or at least early on in the Game of Thrones. But I think it might have happened before.
Speaking of Game of Thrones.
Because you're the only other person that I knew that would have liked any Castlevania. Or at least was familiar with it, you know? So, but yeah, I don't know. I might default to, I guess, me and Eric, because otherwise it's just all of us. And sometimes when it's all of us, I feel like it's chaotic. But
sometimes it's perfect though.
But some of it depends on the show.
Like
too.
Naruto openings.
Like,
Oh!
Some of the shows too, I think it can really change it a lot too. Like if Rick and I reacted to something different than Castlevania, I think him and I might have more things that bounce off each other than maybe me and Eric do with like Flash and Arrow, which we've been doing for a long time, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. We just have years invested in it.
Yeah. So
Jay and I had a lot of fun doing Sherlock together as far as like a 2-man things go.
And Team Fire by Calvin.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, a lot of people talk about our Game of Thrones catch up with me and Calvin being some of the first things they had done or seen in Blind Wave, and that was definitely a crazy time because we were doing one on Saturday and Sunday, I think, weren't we?
Yeah.
It was 2 a week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's tough to do sometimes.
Yeah,
Especially, I think back then we all had different jobs and stuff too, I think, right?
Yeah.
I also like how you can have such a variety of Game of Thrones reactions on our channels.
Yes, you can. You definitely can.
On that note, Nether wants to know, how do you guys pinpoint the catch-up reactions? Like choosing what you guys are going to do for catch-up series.
Well, we have a survey.
Also
that
asked about
happens.
some shows, which we may get to at some point, is the answer for those, Nether. But yes, Rick, go ahead.
So we have a survey that the entire YouTube audience can go in and vote on, and patrons can recommend shows. And we use that data throughout the year in order to pick shows that are going to be on future polls. But it's ultimately up to us. Sometimes we just put on shows that are hot at the moment or things that we just really want to watch.
Yeah, I mean, some of the things like the Chuck reactions were just a show that Shane like really wanted Eric to react to. He wanted to show him because he loves the show. So that's kind of how that came to be. But a lot of the ones now, we usually look into like, okay, well, with our big poll that we've been having every year, what were some of the most, wanted by our audience? And then, especially with like the little polls that we do, because pretty much all the polls are catch-up series. Demon Slayer is the only one that we tried a little differently, and then that one's been on and off a few times. But yeah, usually we kind of look at that and take the information we got from that and be like, all right, well, let's make this poll based on some of the top wanted things, and then maybe toss in a few of our really wanted things as well within that.
Yeah, and then sometimes you even get crossover, like for a really long time, Naruto was very high on that annual poll, but we're like, we can't fill up a poll slot with that. It'll take forever.
So long.
So that's why when we did decide to do it, we decided that we would do it outside of a poll slot. That way, it's not a matter of taking up one of those for however long it takes, you know?
And that's also been a thought, too, with some of the poll slots. Like, if you know, some of the more recent polls for anime have been shorter series, because we already had Hunter x Hunter, which was a longer one, and what's the other one?
What is it?
What's the other anime? Demon Slayer, and then Hunter x Hunter, and then
Steins Gate.
Steins Gate, yeah. So it was just a matter of like trying to find some shorter things. That way we didn't have like, well, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, and One Piece. There's your polls.
Right.
They take up all of them for years to come. So
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be weird. We're getting really close on Doctor Who being finished, and that has been a staple for like 3 years.
Yeah.
You know,
wow. It should
been
be
a long
wrapping up
time.
May, I think.
I
think in May.
It's gonna be May.
I think it's gonna be.
It's gonna be May.
Aaron, going back to that last question, I have a question for you. So I also really am enjoying reacting with Maggie.
Yeah.
And I find that my chemistry with her is obviously much different than your guys', especially in that, like, I feel more comfortable crying around her than I do you guys.
I never feel comfortable crying. Like, I always stifle it no matter who I'm around, even Melanie and stuff, too.
Okay.
But I feel like out of anybody, though, Melanie and I will get more heated in like discussions and arguments than with any of you guys. So that's the difference there with her, I feel like.
I don't feel like I'm not comfortable crying in front of you guys. I don't know.
I've stifled crying for years.
I will tear up. Definitely, but like actual crying is maybe a little less. I don't know.
Sometimes I feel like there's been times when I'm watching like, man, I wish I would just cry right now. But like I feel like over so many years of like just not getting emotional or crying or whatever, or feeling emotional but holding it back, like it just doesn't happen that much. I feel like there's one specific topic that will do it, but if that topic isn't what's being hit, everything gets stifled. So,
because I think I might have cried every single episode of Haikyuu so far, and I don't think if I was watching with you guys, I would have necessarily.
I don't think I would have either. I don't know the show, but I'm like, it's volleyball. Like,
I know, but it's so good. It's so good, Aaron. You don't know. When she made a banner for them, oh, it was so good.
A banner.
It was so good, Aaron. Yeah.
Good job, team. Like a banner.
Yeah, just like they're...
Yeah, Obi just walked over to me. So I'm like, oh, I guess Obi's here now. Sorry, guys.
Nice.
He's in his Demon Slayer outfit.
I love that outfit. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it on Discord, Jancy had a top. We've gotten very bored. All right, but he had a top hat yesterday, and he was wearing this, and it was hilarious.
I don't know. Did you get so bored that you shaved your pet?
We trimmed his eyes because he started to look like a scout trooper.
Eric, you should shave his face, and you can give him like a Fu Manchu.
Well, we thought about that. I also thought about when we trim him, keeping his beard in like the thing for Obi-Wan, you know?
Yeah.
But we'll see. He doesn't like the shaver, does he? No.
All right.
That's where you are.
Yeah, here he is. Go to mom, bud. He's came running down. All right.
Max Man asks, 500K guys, congrats. Been here for years. What is the thing that you cherish the most from your time with Blind Wave? A moment or a feeling, anything can go. And the moment that I keep on thinking about more so with some of that isn't anything. It's Blind Wave related because it has to do with like some of the trips that we do. Mm-hmm. I like whenever we've gotten a chance to go to like, we went to LA, went to New York Comic Con, we went to not Dragon Con, Con of Thrones. We went to different things like that. And there was one that I was thinking about more recently that was just, it wasn't on camera. It was just, we went, we had dinner like in the hotel and we sat and we just talked about what's been going on because so much of our stuff is like just talking. So we don't talk when we're not on camera, I feel like. Yeah. And it was just a nice moment of like just sitting down and just us talking about stuff not related.
Yeah, it wasn't about Blind Wave or anything. It was just us. It was nice.
And Eric ate a fucking like sundae with a fucking like a whipper, like a thing you would put in.
They brought one of those Whipple things. Yeah, and I'm like, do I use this? And I started eating it.
You mean with the whisk?
Yeah, the waitress came back and she was like, "Do you want a spoon?"
Yeah, some of the best days are just the days where we just like start talking in the morning when we get there, and we just end up talking for an hour, and then we're like, "Oh shit, we gotta get started."
Yeah, that happens a lot.
I will say too, though, like I love that moment, like for Blind Wave, but like some moments for me too related to Blind Wave is also just some of the things fans do, like working and then driving 2 hours to bring Rock Band to me for my birthday. you know, like, Cody, I've never met this man before in my life. Why'd he do this? You know, like it's things like that too. And there's been many of them too when we first started with like just like the computers and new cameras so that we could better our stuff and people could see us better or hear us better or whatever, you know, like stuff like that has been great. And just having them want to start like WaveCon and stuff. So like the fans in general is like one of my favorite things that I cherish a lot. That was just one moment of like Blind Wave things.
Yeah, I mean, so many moments of like when Discord got me a computer, and it was the one computer in my life that like could actually do the shit that I wanted to do and not just barely got by stuff, you know. So that was amazing. But the two that really stand out to me is the first one was Celebration, when they raised money for us to go to Star Wars Celebration, because I'd always wanted to go and never went. So that was amazing. But the second one was, I mean, is the best one, was whenever they raised money and donated to a local charity here for helping people that have cancer and need, you know, help with their bills and stress and that kind of thing, called Firefly. And they raised money and gave it in my mom's name, who had recently passed away from brain cancer. That was an amazing moment.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that one.
All right.
So,
anyone else? You guys good?
Yep, that's it.
No, I mean, yeah, there are a lot of great moments. I remember like my first birthday mailbag getting just this giant box of board games.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Just like experiencing that level of generosity for the first time. Getting to play games with Wave Riders at WaveCon is always a lot of fun. I wish that could happen more than once a year. Just getting people together for board games.
For board games, yeah.
Honestly, going to Star Wars Celebration in Florida and being recognized for the first time, that was like one of the first times we were like, holy shit, people actually watch and care.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like this bubble of Marietta and then comments on YouTube. It was a real live person from very far away being like, I watch you guys, you know?
And it started happening more closer to home, which has been crazy too.
Yeah,
I went to pick up today. I left to go get my daughter's school stuff. Like they have pickup times, and I went in, and her teacher was sitting behind this desk, and there were papers and stuff. So I was getting the papers, and I was wearing like my green Blind Wave University shirt, and she goes, "Oh, I watch your Blind Wave stuff sometimes." I was like, "Oh." And this is for my preschooler teacher, you know? I'm like, "Oh, yeah?" She goes, "Yeah, I watched the only thing I can think of is a Cobb video, because she said, I watched your ABC video, you know, where you said R and you pointed to Melanie and said red." And my only thing I can think of is like ABC video. It must have been Cobb.
Yeah.
What did I say for F? I'm so worried. You know, what did she see me say? Yeah, I know, exactly. Like, I can definitely see that being a thing, you know?
That's funny.
So
Also, one of my favorite moments is last WaveCon when on my birthday, everyone voted to have us react to Berserk.
Yeah.
the people that did.
No.
That's an alternate reality.
Oh.
That I lived in my mind.
Some people did vote for that, but not all of them, Rick. Well, Rick, going with one of your favorite things, Fox Owl wants to know, what is your favorite riddle puzzle that you have you heard of? Yeah, what is your favorite riddle or puzzle ever? And have you heard of the annual MIT Puzzle Hunt? And have you played Coop? Which I know you played Coop, right?
Coup. Yes, I have played.
COUP.
I have not heard of the puzzle.
Puzzle Hunt from MIT.
I'll have to check that out. My favorite riddle is the David riddle, which I talked about on stream once before.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to find it.
I was thinking of that as being also like, what's been your favorite riddle that you've done?
Oh, that I've done?
That's how I took it originally, but I think he might mean your favorite riddle in general.
The one that he's working on now.
Yes.
That's his favorite one.
The milk riddle was just so fun, just because like the anime channel just ate it up.
Yeah.
And like
they were
milk
going insane.
milk is still a thing in Blind Wave. Like that's something we really need to make merch or an emote one or something.
Yeah, he really milked it for all he was worth.
You did. Yeah, and then your David one was like talking about marching soldiers and that kind of thing, right? Wasn't it? I remember about being like D. And...
Yeah, so 500 begins it, 500 ends it. 5 in the middle is seen. First of all letters, the first of all figures take up their stations between. Join all together, and then you will bring before you the name of an eminent king. That's probably my favorite riddle.
It's using like Roman numerals and stuff like that to be able to make the answer David, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moochie wants to know if there's any chance of Cooking with Blind Wave coming back. And adding into this, do you have a favorite either episode of Cooking with Blind Wave or a favorite moment from Cooking with Blind Wave?
Well, I was a second away from doing a Cooking with Blind Wave here yesterday. But because me and Jancy have been getting Home Chef, and that's how we've been like pretty much eating. You know, with the quarantine, is we get Home Chef.
Okay.
And we cook it ourselves and stuff. But we had one from last week that we didn't cook, and she was like, "Well, we could just do that as a vlog." I'm like, "Yeah, that could be good." And we opened it up, and it had been too long. It was spoiled. I was like, all right, we're not gonna do this, because we were gonna do a thing like Eric cooks 2 home chefs at the same time to see if I could.
Like a speed run?
Just a challenge to see if I could do it at the exact same time with the stuff that we have in our kitchen. But it ended up not working out because they were both spoiled. They were from 2 weeks ago. So if we do something like that, we'll have to plan a little bit better.
One of my favorite Cooking with Blind Wave moments is when we're making cookies, and Eric tossed me a ball of dough, and I hit it with a frying pan. I expected it to go anywhere,
flying.
But instead it just stuck to the pan.
That was amazing.
The reveal on that was great.
Being on the ground and shooting ketchup up when you were slaughtering the
pig. The stuffed pig. I love Cooking with Blind Wave. It took the reason it's not around right now really is it took a hiatus because it just took such an unknown amount of time.
Yeah.
Like we tried to plan it out, but it was no guarantee if it was going to take an hour to film it all and get it done, 3 hours, or at least a board game. It gives you an estimate, and there's not a lot of factors that are going to be changing it or anything. But I did love a lot of the ingredients list. My favorite one might have been the one we did with the Green Arrow one for the finale.
That one was fantastic.
That one was a lot of fun, and the pow, like onions or whatever. It was a lot. It was great. I love that.
That was good, but I mean, one of the best moments is like Shane coming up with that idea and then just seeing it edited for the first time and being like, yeah that list works, man. And it was a staple for the entire series.
It was the ingredients list. Onions! Pasta! Thousands of pixie sticks. And then they ate all the pixie sticks. We don't have any more.
Yep.
Swag wants to know, which I think is a very important question. I don't know if you ever addressed it. Do you guys suggest watching an episode and then watching the reaction, or watching the whole series and then watching the reactions?
I mean, if it's a live show, definitely watch the episode, then watch our reaction, because we really try to have a lot of like fan interaction when it comes to coming up with theories and stuff. I don't know. I mean, honestly, just because of the way we do our discussions and we try to come up with like what's going to happen next and all that kind of stuff, people say they really enjoy knowing what's going to happen and then having what we think is going to happen, and they can look at it from a meta point of view. But there might be a cool other element of being able to also go along with us to try to figure out what happens next and then enjoy being able to find that out. So, I mean, there's definitely, I don't know if there's one way better than the other. And damn, Moochie, damn.
Yeah,
Moochie
just
Thank you, Moochie.
another 10 subs. Thank you so much, Moochie.
Thank you.
Sub hype in chat. Yeah, I think it's probably just up to personal preference. Whether you like to like theory craft more on your own without outside influences and stuff.
Yeah.
Because sometimes our discussions get in depth and they can be distracting or enlightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that more people should be doing it one episode at a time to force themselves not to binge things. I think people binge too much and lose impact that way.
Definitely, if we had watched like Breaking Bad, for instance, if we just binged it, like those things would definitely not have been as impactful as they were.
Yeah, you want to be able to take an episode of television on its own and experience it, judge it, and then think about it, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, I would say I would agree with the idea of watching another one, because I definitely, rather than binging things, I definitely like spending some time on stuff, because then you at least can get connected with characters a little bit easier. I've definitely had a difference in shows where like I feel more for these characters because I've had months with them instead of days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if the show takes place over the course of months or years or something, you don't necessarily get that same feeling.
Yeah, like, you know, I've watched reactors that they're watching all of Star Wars, right? Never seen Star Wars. I'm going to do this movie this day, and then the next movie the next day, and the next movie the next day. And the reaction is usually, I don't know, sometimes it doesn't feel as, you know, as impactful, because I feel like they know people love this stuff. It's not that important to them, and they've only experienced it for the last 7 days. Whereas when I watch something and I experience a new thing of Star Wars, I'm on 30 years of my fandom, you know?
Yeah.
So it does depend. We said that before with Doctor Who, when we got to the Day of the Doctor stuff, and we're like, this is significant because it's been a couple years now that I've been watching this, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, I agree on that one. If you'd have just binged through it or whatever, or if you just watch an episode like that, you don't get the same feeling. You got to have the ups and downs too of some episodes, rather than like skipping stuff too, or binging through it real quick or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. Alrighty. We got about 5 minutes left. Scottish Michael says, is there a favorite moment or interaction that you've had with a Wave Rider? I know we kind of mentioned a little bit about that. I don't know if everyone got a chance to say theirs. Mine, I don't know which my favorite one might be. Might be my first time being recognized alone, maybe, was really cool. Just because as a group, I feel like it's more noticeable sometimes. Of like, oh, look, it's Blind Wave, because we're in a group. But sometimes when you're by yourself, I feel like it might not happen as much. You know what I mean?
My favorite time of being recognized is when we were at the movie theater, and Aaron was
that's
ahead
my
of
point.
me.
That's my point right there.
Fine. And Aaron got his drink, got his tickets and everything, and walked away. And then the cashier like, hey, Eric, Calvin, you guys are from Blind Wave. And then we called to Aaron. It's like, oh, hey, Aaron's over there. You just saw him. It's like, oh, yeah, I guess. Hey, Aaron.
I remember you guys looking over and be like, hey, Aaron. I'm like, what? He's a Blind Wave fan. Oh, yeah, I was like, he's not a big fan. He didn't recognize me.
I was just talking to that guy. You're not that big.
Aaron, it's the D&D intro all over again.
Man, that intro, is that live now? That one went up on YouTube, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so funny. I don't think we ever talked about it or anything. I saw it. I'm like, Melanie, look at this. And she's watching it. I was like, yeah. I'm like, just watch. And then she started laughing when it got to the Aaron Elliott, Aaron.
That's hilarious.
It was great.
I guess another answer to the question is it doesn't necessarily count, because it's who I thought was a Wave Rider until I realized who they were. Is when Christopher Sean came up to us at Celebration, and he's like, "Hey, I just want to let you guys know that I love your show." And we're like, "Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. You know, you're a fan. How great for you." You know. And Shane, I think, did his thing where he's like, "What show of us do you like watching?" He's like, "I like when you watch our show or my show." And we look at him like, "Huh?" He's like, "I'm Kazuto Zeno from Star Wars Resistance." And we were like, "What?
What?
That one had a lot. That had a lot of layers to it.
That one did. My favorite thing was like usually Shane's response, like usually people ask to have pictures with us, but we're gonna ask to have a picture with you. And it's like the way he worded it is like, "What are you, Shane? Just say, can we get a picture? Just say that." Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Oh man, that was a fun time too. There's been so many of them too, and. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily forget all of them. I know I forget some, and then I remember them randomly too and stuff. But there's some great moments and stuff.
Are you Blue Wave?
I was just about to say that. That was great.
All right. I guess for the last question here, because it's almost the end. It's almost 5. Crusader asks, "What color do you guys want your 500K play button to be?"
Ooh.
Well, we have silver. Gold is a million.
The one we got.
So we
got the one that's red, right? What was that for?
200 or 250?
Maybe
it was 250. I can't remember. Shit.
What's a good color for 500? Is 500
blue?
Good for? I don't know. Could blue be good?
I've been watching too much Tiger King because I'm just thinking of tiger print.
You just went in tiger print?
That's disgusting.
Someone said blue for Blue Wave.
It could be
blue.
We will
be Blue Wave.
Blue might not be too bad.
Yeah. Well, 500 is D. D is diamonds. Diamonds are like bluish.
Diamonds are
forever
best friend. Oh.
We each said something else. And also, diamond is what the 10 million sub button is from YouTube.
True. That there's gonna be the gold one eventually from that, and then the platinum, I think is what it is. Is there a diamond one?
No, diamond is 10 million. It's
it's
silver,
platinum.
gold, and diamond.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I would just say go blue. Right?
Blue sounds good.
I think that's gonna be all for questions right now, guys, because it's 5 o'clock and we gotta start rolling into some more elements. But before we do, I need to pull a winner.
Yeah.
Winner.
I'm gonna reject and refund
Lasagna
all the rest of
dinner.
the questions that didn't get answered. So hopefully everyone put exclamation point 500K in the chat to get drawn.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Lasagna stream.
Lasagna stream.
Yes.
So Rick said winner. I went lasagna dinner and just put it out.
All right. So the winner for this one, and make sure you guys, we're going to need to get your email at least to be able to get stuff sent to you.
Yes,
so,
we need your email. So you need to whisper it or something.
Our winner, and you better be in the chat, is Miss Timmy Fantastico.
Hey!
Timmy!
Miss Timmy!
Congratulations.
Miss Timmy, are you here?
Congrats! Hopefully they're still here. Miss Timmy needs to whisper at Line Wave with their email.
Yes, whisper us your email, please. I'm hoping you're still here. I know they did submit a question. I can't remember if we asked that question, but I remember seeing it in the question list.
Yep,
Okay.
I see her.
Yes! There we go.
Yeah!
All right, she did respond.
Fantastico,
so,
huh?
if
And
you
we're going to be
can,
giving away one of those every single segment.
yes.
Give it away, give it away, give it
So
away.
there'll be different ways that they'll be given out to based on whoever's streaming and how they want to do it. So make sure you guys stay tuned and make sure you're around so that we can get, if you want to win, but also just enjoy the stream. Like I'm going to be going into Dark Souls here in just a few. So
Yeah, so make
definitely
sure you stick
whisper
around.
us. Yes.
let's skip to the schedule one more time. Make sure everyone knows so that nobody forgets what's going on here.
Yeah,
And
nobody
we
gets
are-
left behind.
Yeah, we are giving out our 500K merch, which is up on our store right now at blindwave.net. The winner gets to choose between a shirt, a mug, a notebook, and a
Coffee
water
cup.
bottle.
Yeah.
The mug and then a water bottle, yeah.
Yes, so you get the choice of what you want, which is awesome.
Whoa, shit, Moochie.
Moochie.
I guess
Holy shit!
I guess I haven't
Another
gone.
20.
I guess I haven't gone over all those yet, have I?
No, you've not, Aaron. You're
cutting
losing
your
your time.
I was like, man, he's waiting a long time before he gets to that. But all right.
Well, we'll go through a few.
Maybe somebody can like log in and read those out while Aaron's getting set up. Maybe.
Yeah, we got.
I don't know.
You can also
I'm
give me
not signed in.
my squats. I know I have some.
You have squats.
Yeah, I can look them up.
All right, guys. So there's quite a few through here. All right, here we go. Katie resubscribed, tier 1.
Yay.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
Phenom Taker resubscribed, 34 months now. 24 hours. Here we go.
Woo, thank you.
Thank you, Phenom.
Aaron A25 has resubscribed.
Thank you.
Donkey King Kong has cheered 10 bits. Thank you for the bits.
Mm-hmm.
And he cheered another 10 bits, saying, "Here's to a million."
Oh, thank you, Donkey King Kong.
Dr. Robitussin has resubscribed for 22 months.
Put some water in it, shake it up. More Robitussin.
Speed has resubscribed for his second month. Or their second
Speed!
month. Gorgon Fish, loving the quarantine vlogs and D&D feat videos. Your creativity and suffering are your greatest strengths. Well, creativity comes from limitations,
recording
right?
our feet.
Not those feet. Swag has resubscribed 5 months. Wow, 5 months. That's like one more than 4 months. It is, Swag.
Nice, Swag.
Tintin Who cheered 3,000 bits during that hype.
Thank you, Tintin.
Top screen
Thank you.
with 100 bits.
Thank you very much.
Bagel Behemoth subscribed for the first time, it looks like.
Bagel, thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you're enjoying it.
Alex P cheered 2,000 bits. Let's start out this stream with some bits.
Yes, thank you, Alex.
Star Wars Plagueis resubscribed for 5 months. 24-hour sleep deprivation, let's go.
Begin.
Chosen One Jason has resubscribed for 15 months.
Thank you.
Kitten, 6 Kittens HP, cheered 100 bits. Congrats on the 500k subs. Thank you very much, Kitten.
Thank you, Kitten.
Donkey King with another 5 bits.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Full Bullpen has cheered 1,000 bits. Remember, everyone, gotta make sure Eric's is the most watched stream. No, you don't. Don't forget Dark Souls is going on. I'm gonna be dying for your entertainment. Or getting mad or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Patrick Bro cheered 1,000 bits. Obi and Pancake Cam, let's go. Don't forget, Pancake Cam is not happening with the Obi Cam. Those are different cams and will be happening at different times.
Fridge Cam will be happening.
JB cheered 5 bits.
Thank you, JB.
Sir,
I thought you were going to read something.
Sir Nicholas. This R and this N, these lowercase R and N was like messing me up. Sir Nicholas has subscribed, looks like for the first time.
Thank you, Sir Nicholas.
Cameron resubscribed for his 5th month. Howdy.
Howdy.
Garrick Loran cheered 1,500 bits. Woohoo! 24-hour stream. Also, I recently caught up on the D&D campaign. I love it so much. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Yes, fully torqued.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Taryn
Tell all your friends.
Tarain has resubscribed for the 6th month. Moochie gifted 10 subs.
Yes, Moochie.
With more to come.
Patrick Bro cheered 100 bits, saying Eric draws stuff.
Oh yeah, I can do
Thank
that
you,
sometime.
Patrick.
Tintin Who
vlog, actually.
gifted 10 subs.
Tintin, yes.
Cameron DC subscribed, it looks like, for the first time.
Thank you, Cameron.
Nerf Herder cheered 100 bits. Darth Pulse resubscribed for 2 months. Keep up the good work. Congrats on 500k subs. Here's 500k more. Blessings and stay safe.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you, Nerf Herder.
The Fresh Prince has resubscribed for 4 months. To get ready for Clone Wars Season 7, I rewatched 1 through 6 along with your available full-length reactions. It was so fun that I started Rebels for the first time. And now I'm hooked and halfway through Season 3. Crazy how much you guys have changed as well. Well, thank you, Fresh Prince, for watching, and we appreciate the resub on Twitch.
We do want you.
Warhouse Bard gifted a Tier 1 sub. GJ M. Rocker resubscribed. It's raining all day here in New York, so perfect day to sit inside and watch a 24-hour stream.
Yeah, awesome.
It is good.
David DSA has resubscribed for 2 months. Let's hope Calvin's internet doesn't go down during this. Well, it hasn't.
Yay!
I'm more worried
yet.
about his
I'm more worried about my stream
later on.
Yeah, let's hope for everybody.
Yeah.
Insane has resubscribed for 3 months. 3 months. All right. First trimester is over. For the Blind Wave baby.
Yes. Blind Wave baby.
Modern Hippie has resubscribed for 9 months. I am finally a baby. Never thought I'd say that.
Huh?
Yes.
He's
Are
finally
you
a baby.
reborn?
Fomarok has resubscribed for 18 months. Second Blind Wave baby already.
Yes.
Nice.
Although, never mind.
Don't go into that.
Yeah.
Suave Master has subscribed for the first time. Raccoon Shampoo has subscribed for the first time.
Thank you, Suave and Raccoon. Suave
Thank
Raccoon.
you.
PC Gaming has subscribed for the 3rd month. They have a lot of G's
Thank
at the
you,
end of the name.
PC
It's weird.
Gaming.
PC Gaming also gifted 5 subs.
Yes.
And then Cody L gifted 5 subs.
Yes.
Mickle resubscribed for 16 months. Prayers to Shane. Can't wait for him to be back. Thank
Yep.
you, Mickle.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mickle.
Ray Merrick gifted 5 subs. Username Gary cheered 24 bits. Says, I've run out of D&D to watch.
No.
Sorry, username Gary.
You've become fully torqued.
Crimson cheered 10 bits. Hey guys, I started streaming like with actual schedules and stuff, and now I have 31 followers as of now and 16 subs on my YouTube. Can I get a
Nice.
shout out for my Twitch? Well, Crimson has a Twitch. Good luck, Crimson. Have fun.
Shout out.
Skinner
Shout
has
out.
resubscribed for 13 months.
Skinner.
Thank you.
E19 has subscribed for the first time, it looks like here.
Thank you.
Cody L with 1,500 bits. Just wanted to say congrats on hitting 501K. The 501st K, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to stick around for
Yes,
most of
sir.
the 24-hour stream, but the Final Fantasy VII Remake showed up early. Question for Eric. Do you have a PS4 at your place? Or is
Yep.
the only one you play at the Wave Cave? Also,
No,
please
I got-
send Shane my best.
Will. I got a PS4 Pro here. I just don't have The Walking Dead on it with all of my decisions and choices. Also, I don't have an ability right now to stream it.
Jeez. Warhouse Bard gives it a sub.
Thank you.
Nerf Herder
Thank you.
cheered 100 bits.
Thank
Jacob
you.
tipped $20 and said, hey guys, I came up with another
Ooh.
question and I had already used my WaveCon tokens. So he tipped us $20.
Nice.
What I want to know, as it is a moment in a Cobb compilation about Calvin, what is the moment where Eric hit Calvin with a wooden paddle from? Plus
that was-
Ultra!
Yeah, that was a slap bet that we had in My Hero Academia. I can't remember the terms, but I definitely remember the slap because I quoted
Yeah.
all my as I did it. I think you had like 3 or something like that because I think I slapped or I spanked
Yeah.
you like softly for 2 of them, and then I did the speech.
Yeah.
Much harder.
GJ M. Rocker tipped $1. I have to say my favorite ever moment of Blind Wave will always be Calvin's big spoon attack on Aaron in Mailbag. The fear on Aaron's face as he tries
Yep.
to run away will always make me laugh. That was back at Eric's place.
Yeah, that was back at the original studio.
That is one of the things about Mailbag. Mailbag has phases. You know how kids get like teenagers have phases, like they're in their goth phase now. Like Mailbag has phases, like the spoon phase, the lewd, like naked lady statues we would get.
We should bring that,
That was
phase
a
back.
phase.
That's a good phase.
We should bring it back.
The pork phase,
Pork
Yes.
phase, definitely.
Candyland.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Corey has resubscribed for 3 months. Username
Thank you.
Gary gifted a sub.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Crimson
Sorry.
cheered 10 bits. Hey, Eric, I want to say I started doing the lounge thing with my friend Cameron the other day. He did it and showed him that video, and he said it was hilarious. And I loved
Good.
it, Eric, and I said lounge, and he did it, and I made fun of him like Shane.
Fantastic.
He's lounging.
glad-
He's lounging.
I'm glad that we're spreading the awareness of lounging.
Hilding
yes.
cheered 200 bits. Said, hey, so I missed the podcast, but I made it in time to give you guys some weekly loving.
Yay!
Thank you, Hilding.
TKO Mar says, 10 bits have to know Rick's thoughts on Firefly Funhouse Boneyard matches. I don't know what that is.
So, WrestleMania, instead of just having regular matches in front of an empty arena, they instead basically made movies that were wrestling matches. So they're shot like movies. They have cuts in them. They have soundtracks. I haven't seen them in their entirety, but from what I've seen, I think it's a very unique way of doing it. Although it was already done by Matt Hardy in TNA, and he wanted to do that kind of stuff in WWE, that they wouldn't let him, and so he left to AEW. And now they're doing his shit. So come on. But
Riding around on the lawnmower.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. I don't know when I will see them, but neat idea.
Neat idea. All right. Deadly Boom resubscribed for 3 months. Said love you guys. T-Bone resubscribed for 15 months. C Stu has resubscribed for 13 months. Said love you guys.
Thank you.
Caleb resubscribed for 34 months on a 34-month streak.
Holy crap, Caleb! Thank you so much.
Unite the Seven has subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
Crusader has resubscribed. This is for his 14th month.
Thank you.
Blue MC Blue Moon. I don't know what all these letters in the middle are.
You Blue Moon.
Resubscribed for 3 months. I love you guys. You are a part of my daily routine. Thank you for all the amazing work you do. Keep up the amazing work and stay safe.
Love.
Thank you.
Dark Saint Discord resubscribed on a 2-month streak here. Thanks for keeping me entertained throughout these rough times. Moochie gifted 10 subs.
Mm-hmm.
AV Boba Fett subscribed for the first time, as did GX me. I don't know how to say it. And then Moochie gifted another 20 subs.
Damn Moochie.
And then very generous.
Pavid Paracel cheered 50 bits. Rop resubscribed for 9 months. Young Badge resubscribed for 27 months. Yeah, Blind Way Baby for Rop.
Oh, wow.
Base Duzu gifted 2 subs. Warhouse Bard gifted 1 sub. And FujiCon cheered 100 bits, saying, "Will you guys ever react to Yu Yu Hakusho?"
Maybe.
I've seen it. It's great. It deserves it, but it's also quite long.
Quite long. All right. Rick, did you look at redemptions?
I have 40 squats.
40. Jeesh.
That's nothing, Eric. Let's see. Calvin has 10 squats.
Okay.
Eric has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 squats. 70. 70
squats.
Eric.
Plus 10 sit-ups. I don't know.
Why do I have 70 squats?
And
to
10 sit-ups.
show your legs.
And Aaron has 10 squats.
10. Okay. Well, let me work on this real quick. Hang on.
So.
Hi, Carmen. Damn it.
Take my headphones off because I'm gonna try mine on my spinning chair since it's only 4.
Oh, Rick. That's not a good idea.
Alrighty. 70 squats for Eric. Is Rick standing on his spinning chair?
Yes, it's such a bad idea.
Rick, what are you doing? Eric, we don't even know if you're doing them.
He's just moving his arm up and down the frame. Stop it.
Rick, you're spinning in circles. Quit it, you madman. You're gonna die. I'll have to take over your stream segment.
You should just have someone spin you from underneath like a turntable.
Eric, you didn't do 70.
How many?
70.
No, how many?
You gotta do 70.
I'm at 20.
You gotta do 70. I'm not counting for you. Spin him, Maggie, spin him.
No, that makes it too easy.
He's squatting.
Spin him. Maggie, spin him.
What's the word when when someone's like, it's not. I want to say he's squatting on Eric, but that's not the right term. Eric, that's bad form, Eric. Flexing. That's the word I was thinking of. But instead of flexing, he's squatting on Eric.
He's teabagging.
I suppose so.
I don't want to. No, I gotta do the rest later.
Did you do 70? Did you do all 70, Eric?
I think he did like 35.
Eric, how many did you get?
38, I think, because I missed some.
What? You missed some. What about your sit-ups?
Did you miscount? Is anybody keeping track?
I haven't done my push-ups or whatever they are.
Was it sit-ups
yet,
or push-ups, Rick?
It was sit-ups.
You got 10 sit-ups, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric,
No, that's
Eric,
not easier.
Eric, you can eat that nut. You can eat that nut instead.
Oh, God.
Or you can do
The big red seed?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm sure people will say instead of that you can eat 2 of those.
It's not a nut.
I'll eat one.
I don't know what it is,
seed.
Jancy.
It's a
Whatever
seed.
it
It's a
is.
big red seed.
What's
Big red-
worse though, the seed or the ume?
I'll have the seed.
So
So
the
you
ume.
got-
So the ume's worse, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Ume is worse. Do you want me to have the ume?
Eat the ume. Here, we're gonna do a quick poll, 1 minute poll. New poll.
All right, let's
Hi,
do a poll.
Ume seed. Which one?
Obi, you don't want that. Trust me.
1
You
minute
don't want-
poll. Everyone,
Let
everyone
him have
vote.
it.
Everyone vote between the ume or the seed. Oh, I guess they already put it in his mouth. Too late.
Wait, no. They're voting. They're voting. They're voting. It went in my mouth right.
Oh my
All right,
gosh,
they're
Eric.
voting. They're voting, Obi. They're
Oh my gosh.
voting. They're voting.
Eric, which one did she put in your mouth?
The ume, the worst one.
All right, I think you're good. I think you're good to go ahead and eat that, Eric.
Okay, all right.
It is
It's
right
like
now.
90%.
Right now, yeah, it's 86%, but it's 128 votes to 22.
All right, give me the ume.
What you already bit?
Vote ume or seed. Vote. I don't think it's gonna change.
Oh,
How bad is it, Eric?
it's not good. It's just sour and my cheek hurts now.
Good, I love these.
Obi doesn't even want it.
It's because your reaction.
All right, well that takes care of 10 squats.
Here's the puppy.
You can't spit it out.
Yeah, it's one ume for 10 squats,
No.
Eric.
All right, now drink, Eric. Now drink some
Oh,
water.
I have to eat it because I spit out the first time.
Oh yeah, you better eat it. Then.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it won 87%.
oh.
Ume did.
158 votes to 23.
Eric, doesn't the water taste sweeter now?
Oh, yo, yay!
How many drinks? How many drinks do you have? That one's empty, isn't it? What are you doing?
There's got to be some scraps in there.
Uh,
Well, if you guys can only watch one segment of the 24-hour stream, I hope you base it purely on squats
what?
as
Or
to who you watch.
Or just stick around and watch me die in some Dark Souls crazy madness, which is gonna be great.
Or
Okay.
catch Carmen on the channel. We'll be streaming
Ah,
Portal 2 co-op.
Portal 2.
Give me that, Eric.
No, this is mine. You can see more of this stuff in our fridge that we're gonna be streaming.
We are?
No, in the freezer. But from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., we are going to be doing Black Mesa. Okay, and you guys gotta come out, support me for the super late night stream. We're also gonna be having Obi Cam.
Obi.
1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Or
From
right.
5 a.m.
9
to
p.m.
9
to 1
a.m.
a.m.
Early morning, you get pancake cam with Maggie making pancakes. You get 420 cam. You get me doing squats, and a little Mega Man in there as well.
Now you are also on the 420 cam, right?
I will let everyone know that some of these streams may actually go down for a bit, but they're going to come right back up because since we're all at home, we can't really do this very easily from one location like we could normally at the Wave Cave. So we have to take the stream down and then bring it back up at whoever's house it's going to be at. So for this one, it's not going to be going down. I'm just going to be putting it onto a little screen while I get a few things set up and switched over. But for a few of the other ones, it will be.
Stick around.
Yeah. Set your alarms now. 1 a.m.
All right. Thank you guys.
Just stay awake from mine.
Prepare yourself for all the alarms. We'll see you guys here in just a few.
Yes. Goodbye.